MySpace is a way to find friends. It's a website you go to and you create a profile and you put your own pictures up, your own layout. Basically, you customize it to who you are.
I've never been to Bakersfield. I'm excited. I'm from Kansas. Bakersfield is like fucking the Taj Mahal.
When I meet people, it's usually at shows and stuff, and like they'll be like, "Oh, you're Erica from MySpace," and like they'll say their link and stuff.
Well, we've been MySpace friends for a while. We actually just like started recently hanging out and went and visited, and then now he's here. So it hasn't been that long where we are actually real friends. But because of MySpace, it already feels like we've all known each other for a while.
So Lindsay totally likes Tracy more than me now. Totally. There better be some MySpace changes made.
I'm number 1 in her top 8.
That's fucked up! I should be number 1 on her top 8. I should be quoted in her headline. I should be the picture on back of her page. I should rule her MySpace.
That website's really horrible. I didn't like the way it looked or anything. And, you know, 2 months later I have one. A lot of my blog entries are just really stupid and pointless, and it's just like weird pictures, like a crying Indian and a whole bunch of pictures of bears once. I think I put a picture of myself making some bread once. I don't really take it seriously, and I don't, you know, I don't live life through MySpace. My brother and I are really close. We'll just sit there and read someone's MySpace and pretty much, this is bad, but we'll just make fun of them because, you know, there are a lot of stupid people on MySpace. My boyfriend is number 1. Actually, it's kind of depressing because it's in a blog that he wrote. It's like, I think I'm gonna flip a little switch on here. And I'm like, which switch are you talking about? And he's like, the interrelationship one. And I was like, oh my god. Yeah, that was a MySpace moment, truly.
I put you on my top 8, Lindsay. You are on my top 8. You are there. You weren't there. You weren't there, but I put you there. Even when I hadn't been seeing you. It was when we weren't hanging out. Am I on her top 8?
You've been on her top 8 the whole time.
I'm on her top 8?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm not number 1. Obviously that means something. Am I 8? What number am I? I'm bottom row, I know that. If I'm not in 1 through 4, I don't care.
I've dated several people from MySpace. In fact, my current boyfriend, who I live with, I met on MySpace. It's working out really well, except for when he doesn't go and leave me comments, I get mad. But then he says, I live with you. But I said, go leave me a comment. And he just like throws his hands up in the air. My kids got me into MySpace. After we went to Warped Tour, they were adding all these bands. I said, what is MySpace? I said, come on, Mom, get one. So I got a profile, and then it was a contest to see who could get more friends. And I actually was beating my daughter, and I was like, yes. Like when I meet new people, the first thing out of my mouth is, do you have a MySpace? And they're like, yeah. And I'm okay, add me, and leave a comment. Or I'll see friends that are on MySpace, and the first thing I say to them is, how come you haven't commented me? Go leave me a comment. I'm definitely on there more than my boyfriend because I check his profile every day. And yeah, I have to confess there. And he's like, the last time he logged on was like 3 days ago. And I'm thinking, 3 days ago? How can you not log in? How can you like, the last time you logged in was 3 days ago? What's wrong with you? But I guess he's not as addicted as I am.
Bakersfield loves blogging. All the signs point to Bakersfield loves MySpace. Everything about it is true. You're trying to find this MySpace party. Are you a MySpace user?
So brilliant. I just browsed events and just entered my zip code, and I just found it. So I just thought it'd be kind of cool just to see a MySpace party. So. So I just expected to meet a whole bunch of people on MySpace. That's pretty much the reason why I came. I go to MySpace to meet friends and go out, to go out with, but I'm not gonna replace like MySpace with like going out with friends or going to a party or something, I don't know. I never thought of it as an addiction. I mean, I just never thought of MySpace addiction being like an issue.
Would you easily delete your account?
No.
Take the MySpace in. It's insane.
When Tom and I lived in Indy, we were together all the time. We did everything together. We had all the same friends. And then we moved to California, and it was like our whole world was turned upside down. He's asleep when I leave for work, and he's gone to school or work when I get home. MySpace has helped us in our relationship in a way because it gave us a way to communicate when we couldn't.
So much of the time, he doesn't tell me what goes on from day to day. I more read it on his blog than anything else. Some mornings, like on the weekends, the first thing, like Tom will lean over and like kiss me good morning, and then he'll roll right over and start checking his MySpace, and I'm like, what are you doing? It's really funny. And then I'm like, you're addicted, and he's like, no, I'm not. But of course he is.
I'm not supposed to go on MySpace at work, but I do all day, every day. I can't go to bed at night without checking my MySpace because that's a long time between night and morning when I'll be able to check it again. When you feel like the world's caving in on you and you get something from Tom, it brings you back to reality that you're with somebody that you love. It's like all is okay. He leaves comments that I'm so beautiful and I love you so much, and it's just it's nice. It's hard to have to communicate that way with the one you love, but you have to do what you have to do, and I'm just glad we found something like MySpace that gives us the chance to do that. And the song on my page is the song Tom wrote for me and had it recorded. So that's kind of another way when I look at my page, I remember like Tom. So
4 o'clock in the morning, and I
it's
don't
love.
know where I
It's mushy and it's great.
It's chocolate.
It's not chocolate.
It is chocolate.
No.
There's a chemical reaction that occurs in your brain that tells you you are addicted.
New messages.
You always just hope for that new comment or new message. It's just a nice feeling when people talk to you.
When I'm procrastinating on something important, like for school, I'll just get on MySpace and waste like 3 hours.
The first thing in the morning after I wake up, I don't like go get my coffee. No, I go shoot downstairs and log on to MySpace to see if I have any new messages.
I don't know, it's just, I mean, it's true. I mean, it is addicting. I'm on there like 4 or 5 hours, a day, so.
But it's just such a high to get something. Like, not only from Tom, but from anybody. Like, you get something and you're like, you feel like you're somebody and you're special.
Get your MySpace little video out of my face. Out of my face, Tracy. I don't care about MySpace. I don't care about your movie. I don't care about top 8. I don't care about comments. I don't care about messages.
Trousers.